This part of machinery safety lesson, we will focus on few things, namely methods for controlling machinery hazards, protection using devices, protection using isolations and operations. At the end of this lesson, we hope you will achieve these two objectives. Objective number 1, explain different types of machinery protection using devices. And objective number 2, explain the methods for preventing machinery hazards by using isolations and operations. In the previous lesson, we have learned about machinery protection using guards. In this lesson, we will learn the other types of machinery protection, namely using devices, isolations and operations. I used to stop machine if hand or body parts accidentally enters danger zone, releases the operator's hand from the danger zone, act as a barrier for the operator's hand from entering danger zone, handling of machinery with control of both hands, and acts as a barrier that may be incorporated with the machine operations. There are 4 types of devices used for protection against machinery hazard. Number 1, presence sensing device. This device will stop machine or disrupts work cycle or operations if worker is in danger zone. Number 2, pullback device that uses a cable that is attached to the worker's hand or arm. It is usually used for machinery with tripping action features. Number 3, stop device that uses a cable connected to a fixed machine part that is attached to the worker's hand or arm. Number 4, safety control device. This device is manually activated and needs to be manually reset to start the machine. For protection using isolation method, it is based on position or distance and method of feeding or production of materials. For position or distance, the hazardous part is placed at a location that is not easily accessible or hard to reach so as to avoid any contact. For method of feeding or production of materials, the machine will use automatic feeding, semi-automatic feeding, automatic productions, or robotics. In preventing the occurrence of accidents, several causal factors for accidents need to be considered before taking preventive and control measures. Number 1, human factors. Number 2, machinery factors. Number 3, factors of environment or surrounding areas. To conclude this lesson, let us recap the important points. Machinery hazards can be prevented and controlled by using guard, devices, isolations, and methods of operation. Several factors need to be considered before choosing the right method of prevention.